Hello everyone, 30.6 here, and welcome back to the Riftbreaker. As you can see up here, we're about to deal with an attack coming from the west. And we're going to go ahead and meet that, since we just upgraded our base. We have plenty of power in reserve,
Okay,
we've
we're
got
ready
plenty
for
of
them.
turrets, and we've got radar. Last episode we kept running into the problem of not having enough carbonium. And hopefully this episode we can solve some of that, but I also want to get some research done that's going to be powerful for us in the future. So as you can see down here come the enemies.
Base is under attack.
For me. Alright, we'll have to go out and meet them.
There is a breach in our walls.
Oh no! Lay a couple mines away. Detonate the mines. Get that prepared. Head back to the base.
This will buy some time until the next attack. Let's
go
check what's
repair.
new after the HQ upgrade.
The improved headquarters building can support more communication hubs. If we want to download new technologies,
Go ahead and upgrade our research center here real quick.
as many of them as possible.
Facing the right way. So something you need to be aware of, the way combat works in this game, you need to be facing the direction of the creature you're trying to fight. So, let's actually see. You can still access the research screen. I want to get started on this because I want to start moving towards alternative forms of power. I'm going to add that to research. We are now again. Tell you what, I'm going to start incorporating these into our base. Do a little bit of base expansion here. Doing for a double gate. This is a tactic. This was something my buddy showed me playing. Double like that. I'm just gonna double all this too. Just give us a little bit more space. Up here, I'm not too concerned. That. Start giving ourselves just a bit more space to work with.
I'm detecting a decrease in wind speed. This may affect our wind turbines.
Because now we can get these guys hooked into the main grid. Eventually we'll have an entire section of the base
Turbines are less
that's
effective.
dedicated to power. In my solo campaign, I had an entire section of the map, at least the main map, dedicated to just the production. Remember what the resource is called? I think it's called flammable gas, just to power, provide power. So, but it's not a concern right now. These walls. Just get a refund on something for a minute.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Yeah, this was actually
It looks like some of these creatures' attacks are originating from a common point in our
Alright,
base.
so we're gonna have to go take out a
Build
nest
more
here.
stores. Should check that out. I'm marking that spot on our map.
That is unfortunate. But the perimeter expanded. Now, theoretically, have power hooked into the main grid, of which we do. Run 2 new power lines
Wind is
out this
picking up
way.
again. Power generation is back to normal.
Nope. Alright, let's go take a look at stopping those attacks. I'd much prefer to have certain weapons on me did this, but...
Hostile nest, Ashley. We have to destroy it to stop these creatures from attacking us.
We have to destroy it to stop further attacks. Let's be quick about it.
Next is... I know I turned down the generation, but that's... also going to be how you're going to get most of your early cobalt.
Every bit helps.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Carbonium storage is full. We should construct more storage buildings.
Yeah. Over here, since there's nothing here, we'll put turrets out here and stuff eventually. Let's get back inside the main area of the base. Let us get more storage. This is all temporary. We'll do this later. Now we have access to more things, like ammo storage. So replace a bit of a grid. That. Tower ammo factory. It's going to be important for us. We have liquid material storage and filtering plants. These are going to be highly useful. Because that's how we get clean water from like mud and sludge, which is that green lake stuff that we pass by. Let's do this. Research. That will always be researching in this game.
Research completed.
Ray. Alright. Like to get the artillery tower, of which we can do. I also like the flamethrower towers, they do a lot of good damage. Laboratory. Yeah, that's going to be the next thing we want. Flares and grenades. Radar pulse. These are going to be important for us. The radar pulse is what I was talking about, I think, in episode 1. Storage. Anywho, let's go double layer this. We're at it. At a verification station. We can also build another research lab. Of which I very much like to put right next to the first one. Try to keep everything centralized, but that's going to take a while. So we won't worry about it yet. For now, let's just kind of do a little bit of control, make sure everything's alright. Everything seems to be. Now, when you expand your walls like this, I highly recommend going under your defense tab and placing radars out this way just to help expand your line of sight. It is imperative make sure that, you know, you have some coverage. Like, see here? Those two geysers up there that are perfect for power generation? Yeah, that's not gonna work for us. Let's go ahead. Do a peek right here, see what's going on. Because that research is going to take a minute. Normally during your downtime, like when you're doing research or something to build, I just like to check around, make sure everything's in order. Oh, that's right, these mushrooms here, these purple ones, they produce cobalt. Cobalt or something. You're going to be needing a lot of it, so... just feel like a little now. Let's clear up this.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Let's stop this journey. Some of that. Hate it when resources get stuck up there like that on rocks. If that happens to you, don't worry about it. Alright, let's see. That should be the research. Laboratory bioscanner and alien research. This unlocks this tab. But we need a lab. So come over here. In laboratory. But as you can see here, we also need water. So easiest way to do it is we've got a little sludge lake down here, and I think we're gonna go ahead and put one. I think put it over here somewhere. Keep it nearby the research. There. Some research there. Some research. How about I move some of this storage to the other side? So get rid of 4.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Research completed.
Flare grenades. Let's air facility. That's cobalt. Yeah, we'll work on that in a second. Geothermal power. And then we'll go ahead and set the tower upgrade, I suppose. Let's get rid of these. Alright. Lab. Okay, wait on that. So let me show you guys how liquid stuff, how that works. Figure out the space here so we can see what we're doing. Alright, so this is sludge. As you can see, it will damage us, and we don't want that. But we can place these liquid pumps in it, and it shows a radius. Something to be aware of, you can kind of cheese this and get 3 pumps in this little space, and I'll show you how to do it. So first thing you want to do is, let's say, put one here.
A new
Put another
technology
one
has been developed.
here.
New blueprints are available
Put
for
another
crafting.
one like that. And that gives you 100 each. So this is 300 right here. And then, of course, you have liquid material storage. And we're going to place, say, place 6. We're going to feed these into our pipelines. I'm going to delete that one and turn it around. Connect these up. Alright, and these will slowly begin filling up with our sludge. Now, the next thing we need to do, once I clear out a little more space here, we'll add this to the base, as it's going to be incredibly necessary. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a water filtering plant, let's say, over here. Now, we provide it sludge or mud in this end, and at this end it will produce water, which we of course put in some tanks, just so we have a backup. Now, these will process at most 200 of any resource that you put into it per. And will produce 50. So you need to be aware of that. It's not exactly the best ratio. So let's get this up to the main power grid. We'll cordon this off. So let's move our defenses up. I'm just trying to show how this works in the game. Alright, so now that you can see this is connected, so now it's going to filter out our water. And as you can see here, this is how you're going to keep track of all of your liquid inputs and outputs. So this system right here will take 200. This system is inputting 300 sludge from our 3 pumps. It is outputting 200. Now, you might notice a problem here, as this requires the lab requires 100 per second, so we can't keep up. But I think we might be able to... Tell you what, let's go check the research tab real quick. I think we have the radar pulse. If we do, we're going to equip it. Yes, we do. We also have grenades. Let's get the artillery researched. It's very good for defense.
Crafting completed.
We're going to craft the flamethrower. And we'll equip it. Put armor plating on. That'll help. Alright, let's see. My grenades there. And 7 is where I put my radar pulse. Let's see. Is it craft maybe? Ah, yes it is.
Crafting completed.
Let's do... Let's do 4 for now, will be our radar pulse. These are good for underground, or seeing at night. But I don't think we really need that. Alright. Now we got our radar pulse. So let me show you guys how this works. So we're going to come down here to the southern end of the map that we've explored. Hit 4. Ta-da! Temporary radar. Shows us what we're missing. So let's get this cordoned off. It's going to be a little bit of an outlier here, but we'll make it work. We'll fix all this up at a later date. My main concern is getting the wall expanded, so it's at least part of the base in
New technology has been
some
developed.
shape
New
or fashion.
buildings are
Now,
available for construction.
for creatures, except for ones that exist in these liquid resources, of which there are few, they can't pass through it. So if you need to make a quick escape, and you have a wall like this, you can take the damage, tank the damage, and just run across to escape, give you some time. But it looks like we have an attack coming in, and they're going to be coming from this direction again. Now, of course, as you realize, probably we are not going to have everything up and running, so let's go ahead and delete this wall. I need more AI cores here. Okay. Once your mines have run dry on the resource they were over, go ahead and get rid of them. Saves you time later. Pop down 2 more AI cores. And compensate for place down 2 turbines. Stretch these cables out. Just barely. Okay. Network up here. And do a couple of sentinel towers up here. One up here. A couple up here just in case something decides. Alright, and we're out of AI cores, but I don't think that'll be an issue for us. For now, at least. Let's run. I'm gonna place another gate here. So I can swap between the 2 sides here. Let's get ready for the attack.
Enemy creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight.
Let me place some of these down. Let's fit this up. There it is. Flamethrowers will do damage to the wall, but you're not recommending these defense about it. I'm just doing this to cheat them.
Base is under attack.
Let's use our grenades. Okay. I completely forgot we had grenades. Another thing the flamethrower is good for is land clearing. So, I present to you Napalm Simulator if you need to clear areas around your base. I'm fully healed up. There's the wrong tab.
Research completed.
Geothermal power. Good. Search the flame towers. And then, because really don't want to drag a pipeline all the way down to the center of the base, but I think I might have to. It's 100 water per second. Unless I can shoot my way into getting 4 pumps here.
Ashley, I'm detecting a sudden change in air humidity and wind speed. A fog is forming up.
anything in this fog.
Alright. Let's see if my theory's right. It's just three.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
We'll keep this down here because it'll be useful later on, but I think we're gonna have to drag a pipeline all the way down to the center of the base to get this research lab up and running, which is unfortunate. And as you can see here, we are starting to really drain power. Now we'll go ahead and reconnect this up to the network.
The fog is clearing
Lifted.
up.
Alright. Let's see here.
Carbonium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
What am I doing here? We have technology. Wait, let's cut out the Vietnam simulator for a second. Reverse. Simple. I'm not expecting anything big up here. I'm not going to place turrets up here. Because for now, it's necessary. And then, yes, we're going to have another. Yeah, this is going to be another 3-pump situation. Unfortunately. So no matter what, we're having to drag line base. Right? Storage. Alright. And now I need to run a pipeline all the way down to the base. Which won't be a problem in the future as we have access to instant storage through the Rift network. But for now, we must do things the hard way. This power here. Continue. You gotta be kidding me. It's fine. Okay. Just improvising that.
New technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction. New blueprints are available for
First,
crafting.
let's clean this out. So I can see what I'm freaking doing. Alright. Tell you what. that off. Lock this up. We'll fortify those defenses later. Just really need to get this laboratory. We can move on to bigger and better things. Grab this down here like this. Come across. Actually, let's disconnect this. That here. Provide that power. Put some backlog in the network. That. Here. And I think just right through that section of the wall. Should be an even 100-100. So now, this is producing exactly enough water. We need to be mindful of this. It is producing only enough water just to operate this lab. Which is turned the wrong way, I know, but it's fine. But now, we can basically just access everything with this. We can still access it, but this is what unlocks this. Which is our research station, and all these things are locked behind other technologies. Technically, we could start harvesting stations and cultivators, but not priority. Reflective armor would be nice. Where is the heavy machine gun? Do not know. So in the meantime, we will add repair facilities, fire traps to our research queue. And I think, now that we've got the laboratory up and running, I think that's a good place to stop the episode. No, it's kind of boring still, as we're still trying to get everything set up, but I want to show you guys how at least start getting through things, you know? Start getting the supply chain set up and going from there. So, next episode, hopefully we'll be doing a little bit more research, expanding the base, and hopefully replacing a bunch of these by taking one of these geothermal vents and turning it into our primary power source. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.